Hello, my name is John Hopkins. I'm reading 4 parts today. The first part is that of Edwin Stanton in conversation with Abraham Lincoln. The second is a conversation between Stanton and General Grant. The third is a conversation between Stanton and Garrison Frazier. And the fourth is a conversation between Corporal Jack Gellett and a recruit named Frank Wilkeson. My wife Priscilla will be assisting me today by reading for President Lincoln, General Grant, Mr. Frazier, and Mr. Wilkeson.
Now, of all times?
You cannot accept his resignation. Lee is on our doorstep.
If Hooker won't fight, I don't want him. Besides, he's already proved he's not the man to stop Lee, and Lee must be stopped. If he is victorious in our own territory, the effect will be calamitous.
We can't bring Grant from the west. Vicksburg may fall at any time.
You know who the soldiers want.
McClellan again? Absolutely not. Reynolds is our man.
I have broached the subject with General Reynolds. He has refused the post.
Is there a general in our entire army who can defeat Robert E. Lee? Conversation between Stanton and General Grant.
Secretary, pleasure to finally meet you.
Yes, likewise. I didn't know you were injured.
A horse threw me off. I will be fine.
Good. Well, I was to meet you in Louisville, but heard your train was here. The situation in Chattanooga is critical, so this just saved us some time. I have 2 orders for you from the President. They both state that the armies of Ohio, the Cumberland, and the Tennessee will be combined into one Army of the Mississippi under your command.
Why 2 identical orders?
One difference divides the 2. One will leave Rosecrans in place, and the other will replace him with George Thomas. We will let you decide which to follow.
I accept the latter.
Wise choice. Now, you must make your way to Chattanooga at once. Conversation between Stanton and Garrison Frazier. You understand, gentlemen, the housing and sheltering of so many is a burden to this army. Is there a way we can support you otherwise?
The best way you can support us is by giving us the means to support ourselves. Place us on land so we may labor and buy it and make it our own.
If so granted, would you prefer to live among whites or in colonies by yourselves? The last conversation is between Corporal Gellett and recruit Frank Wilkeson. Get rid of all this junk. Don't pick up anything on the march but food and tobacco. Cut the haversacks off the dead and steal it from the infantry if you have to. And don't never wash your feet till the day's march is over. That way they won't blister so bad.
I'd like to get my hands on a musket.
What for?
The rebels killed my brother last summer at Gettysburg.
Don't be an idiot.
I want to fight, Corporal.
If Grant's the scrapper they say he is, we'll be slinging canister at the Rebs before you know it. Till then, remember what I said about food. You'll need all you can get. Thank you for this opportunity. Again, my name is John Hopkins.